Hi guys and welcome to Horologique. Today we are going to be checking the brand new Saint Martin GMT, and let me tell you, they have taken the Rolex GMT basic design and they have twisted it all around as to make a really nice little watch. Don't believe me? Well, we're going to see if this watch is any good right away. But just before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and also to check the links to get this watch in the description of the video. If you live in the EU, I'm gonna leave you the link below where you can get this watch for as low as 193 euros. Well, let's get to the review right away. So what have we here? As you can see, we have really the basic outlines of the Rolex GMT, but with some really significant twists. You've got a modern Rolex GMT or Submariner case, bought for the crown guards, which gives it kind of a vintage style. You've got the classic indices of the Submariner or GMT, but instead of the markers being applied, this is a sandwich dial, which makes it quite interesting. A sub dial. I don't think I have seen these kind of indices in a sandwich dial before. The dial itself is a grained fume dial, very nice looking, and it actually goes really well with this watch, which is something that you wouldn't expect actually. The bezel insert is first of all bi-directional, the clicks are safe, secure, and once the bezel is set in place, it will not budge. It is a 48 click bezel, bi-directional, really important for a GMT watch. The bezel insert is made out of sapphire, and the most special part, it is loomed on the numerals, but especially in full in the lower half, representing the daytime. Hang on in there for the loom video, which is really quite spectacular. The movement inside is the Seiko NH34, which in here really works quite well, as you would expect for this kind of movement. This movement is what you call a colored GMT. It means that through the crown you can move the GMT hand instead of moving the hour hand like with a true GMT. It is not better, not worse, it is just different. Although remember that for the true GMT, the movement has to be a little bit more complex, so that's why true GMT movements are more appreciated. As for the handset, you've got two options. In here, the version that they have given me is the classic Mercedes hands, but there's another version with pencil hands, and I really wish I would have had that one just for it to look less like a homage. The crown on this watch is really good, really grippy, and it is signed with the octagonal Saint Martin logo, the logo that you will find also printed on the top part of the dial. In the bottom of the dial you will see GMT written in red, in the very classic red of the GMT text, just an automatic below, and 200 meters, because this watch is actually 200 meters water resistant, which means you can take it swimming no problem. As for the finishing on this watch, it is really quite good for the price, as Saint Martin has accustomed us to. Everything is crisp. There's vertical polishing on the lugs. The polishing is also present on the sides of the watch, and these finishings are separated by a very nice polished chamfer running all through the sides of the watch. If you flip the watch, nothing interesting here. Everything is sterile, following the Rolex tradition. The strap is something quite interesting, and I think that in this instance I prefer the rubber strap to the metallic bracelet, because this one is a suede leather bracelet with quick release and a signed buckle. Really nice, really comfortable to wear, but yeah, I understand if you prefer the bracelet, it is more durable, go for it, the watch looks good either way. Let's go to the lume, which is one of the most surprising aspects of the watch. As you can see, the sandwich construction of the dial makes that the lume plots are really good and last for a long time, as do the hands, but for the GMT hand, especially because of the application of the lume, which is very small in here, the hand mimics the really vintage versions of the Rolex GMT Master with that very small GMT hand. However, check the lume on the bezel insert, especially the bottom part, which represents the daylight. Take a look at that fully lumed bottom part of the bezel. Really impressive, really nice. Let's also talk about dimensions. We have a diameter of 40.8 millimeters, a height of 13.6, especially because you have a quite highly domed sapphire crystal. You've got a log-to-log of 48.5, and you've got a log width of 20 millimeters. So those really classic dimensions make that the watch wears really great. You can see it here, worn on my 6 3/4 inch wrist or 17 centimeter in circumference wrist. So positives and negatives of the watch. The first positive, the way that it looks. I really think that this is a total twist on the Hommage. Yes, it is kind of a homage, but so many things have changed that is really pretty much a total reinterpretation of the GMT Master. And I believe that in this colorway, it is so nice looking. These brown color, brown and black, is a combination that you do not see often, but that it works really well. And I'm glad that they did it here. The lume is also excellent, the finishing is superb, and that bracelet, although quite delicate as you know sweat bracelets are, is also extremely well made. Everything oozes quality in here. Something else, the price. I have not talked about price because I wanted to leave it for the positives. Well, if you go to SKB watches, this watch will only cost 193 euros with code HR15, which is really good for this kind of watch and for what you are getting. If you go to AliExpress right now, but I will exclude import duties and that kind of thing because we cannot rely on that at this time, but you're looking at about $278. I believe there's a sale going on and you're at about $135. I'm gonna leave links as well to AliExpress below if you want to check that out. As for the negatives, well, in the end this is a homage, maybe a really revisited one, but a homage nonetheless. So if that is something that you do not like, well, nobody's gonna convince you to get one of these. Something else, I believe that Saint Martin have done rotating bezels on their GMTs a little bit better. It's a little bit loose, I think, not really bad quality, but I believe that it's a little bit loose compared to the other ones that I have checked before from Saint Martin, the SN0118, which I believe are a bit better than this one. But besides from those negatives, I really do believe that Saint Martin does have a winner in here. But what do you think? Would you get one of these watches, especially below $200 and euros, which is, I believe, the price that you should aim for? Thank you so much, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're subscribed, don't forget to like the video. Let's get more people involved in the channel. Thanks again, guys. I'm gonna leave you here with other watches that you can check, always of great quality at the best prices. Thank you very much, and I'll see you really soon in those videos. Goodbye.